Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Okay, today you are here with me, Ms. Norzailatil Akmal binti Muhammad Zain in the program Tuisyen SPM Percuma MDDNM in conjunction or in collaboration with Jabatan Pendidikan Negeri Melaka and also Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah Jasin. Okay, today during our English session, I will share some notes and also the rule regarding subject-verb agreement. Okay, today it will be focusing on grammar review for SVA. As I know, I realize that most of you are familiar with SVA, but however, this always cause errors and this will be the factor where the student lose marks sometimes. Okay, so without further delay, let's start. Okay, basically for my sessions today, I will have 6 parts. Okay, the first part, I will share the rule for basic subject-verb agreement. This one will be very easy. Okay, part number 2 will be focusing on subject-verb agreement when you use expressions of quantity. And then part 3, still focusing on subject-verb agreement. This time around, we will see the rule when you use or, either or neither nor. There is spelling error there. Okay, part 4, still SVA for there and here. Okay, part 5, we will focus on SVA which use collective nouns. And the last part 6, will be here. In part 6, we will do some exercise. Okay, some basic simple exercise with only a few questions. Okay, let's go to part 1. Okay, part 1, basic subject-verb agreement. Okay, let's see what is it about. Okay, what is the basic thing about subject agreement? Okay, the first one, the basic rule of subject-verb agreement would be focusing on, okay, as you can see in the slide, a singular subject takes a singular verb and a plural subject takes a plural verb. So it is basically if you love to do some equation or formula, you can just simply put it 1 equal to 1 or 2 equal to 2. It means that if there is only one subject, so the verb should actually complement it. Okay, it should actually agree with the quantity or the number of it. Okay, so let's have a look at the example provided here. Okay, the first one, the list of items is on the desk. Okay, you might be wondering, okay, which one is the subject of this sentence? Okay, and then second example, the books are on the desk. Okay, I think for example number 1 and example number 2, you will see or you will have some confusion. Okay, let's focus on example number 1. Okay, first of all, for example number 1, let's identify where is the subject actually, the subject of the sentence. Okay, is it the list? Is it the item? Okay, which one do you think the subject of the first example? Okay, and if you notice here, I use is. You might be wondering, why items? Items is plural. So why I use is? It did not complement each other. Okay, you might have that kind of thought. But here, in the first example, actually, the subject of the sentence is focusing here, the list. It focuses on the list. If you notice the list, there is only one list. So that's why we use is. Okay, this will be the subject and then this will be the verb. So the amount of subject agree to the verb. Okay, one subject we use singular verb which is. Okay, and then for second example, I think this one, for second example, this will be very clear cut. You are familiar with it. Okay, obviously for second sentence, the focus will be here. The subject will be the books. And you know that when there is S here, it indicates that the subject is in plural form. So plural subject takes plural verb. Okay, here again, the subject agree to the verb. Okay, basically this will be the basic rule of subject-verb agreement. Okay, singular and plural. Okay, I know you have this one at the tips of your finger. Okay, you have this information. It just you need to revise. Okay, let's proceed to the next slide. Okay, however, for singular or plural, there is an exception. Okay, the exception comes when you use the first pronoun of I. Okay, when you use the pronoun of I, it takes plural verb. Yeah. Okay, in pronoun, okay, I know that you are familiar with pronoun. If I may list here, okay, I, you, we, they, he, she, and it. Okay, for I, usually we use it with am, and then you, we, they, this will be focusing on plural subject, so we use are. While he, she, and it, this indicate singular subject, so usually it takes is. Okay, you might be wondering why I and am. Okay, this will be the privilege of the I. I is special. So here, when you are constructing sentence and you want to make sure that it is agree, and you don't want to put the verb to be after I, and you want to show that it is an action verb, so you need to put plural verb after I. The example here will be, okay, I drive. Okay, you cannot put I drives. Okay, because this will be grammatically wrong. Okay, when you put drives, D-R-I-V-E-S, okay, this one will be used for singular subject. For example, she drives, he drives. Okay, singular subject, verb plus S. Okay, this one is basic. I know that you know that knowledge, you have that knowledge. Okay, the same case with sample number 1. Okay, example number 2. I eat. Okay, you cannot put I eats. Okay, again, eats, E-A-T-S, will be used for singular subject. Okay, I hope I'm not talking too fast and the pace will be suitable with you. But if you shall have any inquiries, feel free to ask. Okay, here will be the next basic rule for subject-verb agreement. Okay, this time around, it will be focusing on the usage of and. Okay, and is usually used when you want to combine the subject or the sentence. Okay, combine, right? Mark the word of combine. Okay, here, two or more subject, okay, it can be two or more subjects, connected by and requires plural verb. Okay, why do you think it requires plural verb here? Okay, when there are two subjects in a sentence, obviously 1 plus 1 it becomes 2. Okay, so when there are two subjects, it will be plural subject. That's why plural subject we use plural verb. Okay, let's have a look at the example. A car, this will be 1. Okay, and a bike, okay, this will be another one. So 1 plus 1 here. Okay, 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So when there are two subjects, we use plural verb. So the plural verb for plural subject will be this one, are. Okay, I hope you are clear with this. Okay, subject, one subject plus another subject connected by and, it will become two subjects. So when there are two subjects, you need to use plural verb. The plural verb will be are. Okay. A car and a bike are my means of transportation. Okay, that will be for example number 1. Okay, now let's have a look at example number 2. Okay, example number 2, basically the same rule apply here. Okay, my brother. My brother. So here you have one brother. Okay, and sister. Okay, then you have another sister. So 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Subject, again, you use the verb of are. Okay, my brother and sister are currently in Melaka. So it means that both of them are here. Okay, the two of them are here. Okay, shall I move to the next one? Okay, just now we focus on the usage of and when we are constructing sentence or combining our subject. Okay, now let's focus on the usage of word every and also the word each. Okay, every and each are always followed by singular noun. Okay, this is important because sometimes when you come across the word every, you will have the idea that okay, this might be plural subject. Every, it seems like there are many of it, but actually when you come across the word every and each, it should be followed by singular noun. Okay, singular noun. Singular noun means only one subject. So here, okay, here singular noun. Okay, let's have a look at the example. Every stuff. Okay, so if you notice here, I use the word every, and then the noun followed will be stuff. Okay, stuff, there is no S for stuff here, so it means that the stuff is singular. Singular subject. So singular subject, it takes singular verb. The singular verb for singular subject will be is. Okay, every stuff is given in santive. Okay. Second example, here I'll give example for the usage of word each. Okay. Each book. Okay. Okay, again books, there is no S there, so it will be singular or indicating there is only one book. Okay. Each book, okay, singular noun, we use again singular verb. Each book is listed in the catalogue. Okay, so remember, please keep this in mind. The word every and each, it always follows by singular noun. Singular noun, complement with singular verb. Okay, you need to actually lay out the concept so that it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, again, there is an exception for, there is an exception here, especially for the word every and each. Okay, let's have a look at the exceptions. Okay, the first exception would be two or more nouns connected by and, the verb is singular. Okay, confusing, right? At first, in the previous slide, I said two or more nouns connected by and. Okay, it will be plural. Okay, however here, okay, that's why I said there is an exception. Okay, but not the exception for the use of and. Okay, this here will be the exception for the use of still every and each. Okay, let's have a look at the examples. Okay, first we have the first example for every. Every staff and administrator, supposed to be administrator, is given in santive. Okay, just now we only have staff given in santive, so that will be very easy to understand. However, here we have an administrator. So there are two subject here. Okay. Even though there are two subject, you need to focus on the rule here. Okay, this will be the rule, the benchmark of on which verb you should use. Okay, since it start with every, okay, every it followed by singular noun, okay, staff, every staff and administrator. Even though there are two subjects, it's still considered as singular noun. So that's why we use is. Okay, whatever it is, for every and each, okay, even though you have two subject, okay, it is still, we still use verb singular verb. Okay, every staff and administrator is given incentive. Okay, the same case with second example, okay, of using each. Okay, you need to focus here. For the exception, you need to focus on the rule. Okay, here, each book is singular, connected by an magazine, again singular, is listed in the catalogue. Okay, whatever it is, it still apply the rule of after each singular noun equal to verb singular. Okay. Oh, I hope I'm not too fast. Alright. Okay, again in English we also have interrupting structure. It's not that only our life are interrupted by our distraction, but in structure or in language, basically in sentence, we also have distractor or interrupting structure. Okay, the interrupting structure would be a phrase or a clause which could separate a subject from its verb. Okay, usually when you construct sentence, you straight away put subject and then verb followed by the object. However, when you add up another phrase or clause in between, you sometimes tend to confuse. Okay, you will have difficulties to find or to locate the real subject of it. Okay, the examples of phrase or clause that might appear in your sentence or you might use this will be only few example. There are more to it. Okay, we have along with, as well as, besides, not, and etc. Okay, whatever it is, you need to remember, you need to keep in mind, these words and phrases are not part of the subject. Okay, pay attention to this. Okay, this word, okay, indicating or referring to the clause or the phrase. Okay, these words are not part of the subject. So if it is not a part of it, it does not relate to any of the subject, you can simply ignore them. Okay, and these words and phrases actually do not affect the basic agreement rule. Okay, it does not have any effect because it is not part of the subject. Okay, let's have a look at some of the examples of sentence which have interrupting structure. Okay, the first example, the book on environmental studies is interesting. Okay, here in the first example, the subject would be the book. Okay, you know that the book, this will be in singular now. Okay, this will be singular subject. Okay, basically I think you have remembered singular subject, it takes singular verb. So the singular verb in the sentence will be is. Okay, this will be the one that I call as interrupting structure. Okay, interrupting structure. If, try to imagine, if I actually clear out or I delete the word, I erase the phrase of on environmental studies, does the sentence still make sense? The book is interesting. Okay, so it become number one, it become the book is interesting. Okay. Without the phrase on environmental study, and I just simply construct it as the book is interesting, does the sentence make sense? Is it correct? Okay. Yes, even though without, we call this one as prepositional phrase. Okay, even though without that clause, the sentence is still correct. So here, that is why it says that it did not affect the basic agreement. Okay, it is not part of the subject. Okay, now let's look at example number 2. The ideas in the book are interesting. Okay, for number 2, the subject or the focus of the subject of the sentence will be referring to the ideas. Okay, ideas. Okay, if you notice there is S there. Okay, S usually indicating that will be plural noun. So plural noun, we use plural verb are. Okay, and then again in the middle, in the book. In the book will be the distractor. Okay, so again, if you leave out, okay, if you do not write the clause of in the book, so you simply have the ideas are interesting. It is still correct sentence. Okay, even without the clause of in the book. Okay. Okay, number 3. The rabbit as well as my cat likes cat food. Okay, here it will be a bit challenging. Okay, you have rabbit and also you have cat. Okay, again, if you notice, as well as. Okay, as well as will be the clause or the phrase that is included where it can distract your structure or your focus actually. So if you really focus on this, it will focus the real subject will be the rabbit. The real subject is only focusing on one rabbit. Okay, as well as my cat. Okay, this will be actually the clause here is used to explain or further or to give information about the rabbit. Okay, the writer is trying to say that the rabbit, her rabbit or his rabbit likes cat food just like his cat. Okay, so whatever it is, the main point of the sentence is the rabbit. Okay, my rabbit. So this one will be singular. So my rabbit likes cat food. Okay, still makes sense even without mentioning this one. Okay, my rabbit likes cat food. Okay, number 4. Okay, number 4 it will be just contrary to number 3. Okay, for number 4 I use my rabbits. Okay, it means that there are more than one rabbit. So my rabbit, okay, again ignore this one because it did not affect your basic argument. Okay, my rabbit, okay, my rabbits will be plural. So we use like. Okay, verb without S. Okay, my rabbits like cat food. Okay. Okay. Example number 5. The director, along with the cast, is expected shortly. To arrive shortly. Okay, I have missed 2 words here. Okay, the director, along with the cast, is expected to arrive shortly. Okay, this one for number 5 is similar to example number 3. Okay, it is similar. Okay, so can you try and identify which one is actually the real subject of example number 5? Is it the director or the cast? Okay, yes, good. The real subject here will be focusing on the director. Okay, if you notice, there is only one director, so it indicates as singular subject. Singular subject takes singular verb, is. Okay, so I hope, okay, you can also ignore this one. Okay, I hope so far you have no problem in understanding. And again, if you encounter any trouble or a difficulty, you can simply write in live chat, or you have question, do ask, I'll respond to that. Okay, proceed. Okay, the next basic rule of subject-verb agreement will be when we use gerund. Okay, I hope you still remember gerund. I have session. My last session will be regarding on gerund. So I hope you still remember that. Okay, just to refresh. Okay, gerund will actually. Okay, what is gerund? Let's jog some memory here. I wish you still remember what is the meaning of gerund from my previous session. Okay. Gerund will be, okay, gerund is actually a noun derived from verb plus ing. Okay, gerund is a noun, is a type of noun, but it is originally constructed by using verb plus ing. Example, example would be dancing. Okay, dancing. Dancing would be the noun or gerund. Okay, originally dancing derived from the word dance, which is a verb. Okay, but if we want to use that action, the name of the action of dance, we need to plus ing and make it become noun. Okay, to put it in front of the sentence. Okay, basic rule of gerund. Gerund equal to noun, originally or derived from verb plus ing. Okay, but how to use gerund? What is the rule of using gerund in subject-verb agreement? Okay, a gerund used as the subject requires a singular verb. Okay, gerund requires singular verb. Okay, let's have a look at the example. Okay, growing. First example, growing. Okay, growing is gerund, or we call it as noun. Originally, the verb would be grow. Okay, but we do not use verb in front of sentence. Instead, we change it to become noun by adding ing. So it become growing. Growing flowers is her hobby. Okay. Since growing gerund will always follow or require singular verb. So growing, the verb will be is. It doesn't matter whether the noun follow or the object follow is in plural or in singular. Okay. You can say growing flower is her hobby. Okay. It does not matter. Okay. In gerund, what affect each other will be the gerund itself and also the verb. Okay. Focusing on that two element. Okay. Okay. So gerund requires singular verb. Okay. Number 2. Example number 2. Playing tennis is fun. Okay. Again, gerund. This will be the noun or the subject. Verb is will be the verb. Okay. Number 3. Exercising at the gymnasium is not my cup of tea. Okay. Exercising. Again, this will be the subject. Okay. Gymnasium will be the singular verb for the gerund. Okay. Okay, now proceed to the next one. Oh, okay. We have done with basic rule of subject-verb agreement. We are moving on to part 2. Okay, for part 2, we will see some rules of subject-verb agreement when we use expressions of quantity. Okay, let's go. Okay. Expressions of quantity. In most expressions of quantity, the verb is determined by nouns or pronoun that follows of. Okay. Verb determined by noun or pronoun follow. Okay. This one is important. Okay. Follows of. Okay, you might be wondering, why off? Okay, what does it mean by off? Okay, don't worry, don't panic yet. Okay, let's look at explanation number 2. Okay, if the noun after of is singular, use a singular verb. Okay, look at here. If the noun followed after of is singular, so we use singular verb. But if the noun followed after of is plural, we use plural verb. So vice versa. Plural, so plural verb. Again, it applies the rule of of plus 1s equal to 1v, or of plus 2s equal to 2v. Okay, of plus singular subject, 1s mean one subject. Okay, singular subject, so equal to 1v. 1v means singular verb. Okay, formula number 2, of plus 2s. 2s will be indicating plural, 2 subjects or more. So it will be plural, equal to 2v. 2v will be indicating plural verb. Okay. Okay, here are some common expressions of quantity that we always use in our writing or in our language skill or in our language. Okay, we have some of, we have a lot of, one of, each of, every one of. Okay, if you notice, each one of it ending with of. Okay, every one of, none of, a number of. the number of, a majority of, all of. Okay, basically common expression of quantity we have ending with of. So, okay, remember the noun after of will determine the verb, the form of verb that we should use, whether it is singular verb or plural verb. Okay, let's have a look at some example to make it clearer for you. Okay, examples. The first example we use the expressions of a lot of. Okay, a lot of the pie has disappeared. Okay, this will be indicating the quantity. Okay, after the word of, okay, can you guess the subject? The subject will be here, the pie. The pie, is it plural form or singular form of subject? Okay, please look carefully. Okay, here the pie is indicating as singular subject. There is no S there. Okay, so it is singular subject. So singular subject, it follows singular verb. So the verb here in the sentence is the word has. Okay, a lot of the pie has disappeared. Okay, so what if, let's say I change it, okay, I change it become a lot of the pies, okay, disappeared. Okay, so if I change the subject, a lot of the pies, okay, when we have S here, the pies, it shows that the pies is plural. So for plural subject, we use plural verb. Plural verb for has will be have. Okay, a lot of the pies have disappeared. Okay, this example shows or proof the previous slide mentioning that after the subject followed after of will determine the use of verb. Okay, since after of here we have only one subject, only one pie, so we need to use singular verb. While here we have two pies or three pies, we have to use have. Okay, plural verb. Okay, now example number 2. For example number 2, I use the expressions of quantity, this one, all of. Okay, all of, okay, here it use the pies. Okay, similar to this one. Okay, the pies will indicating that the subject is plural. So we use plural verb. Okay, it's easy, right? Actually, basically, subject-verb agreement is something which is very easy, but sometimes we tend to get confused by all the distractors, all the expressions of quantity. Okay, that is what actually this is the purpose of our program. Actually, we want to help you to refresh or to jog your memories. Okay, treat it as some kinds of your revision. Okay, example number 3, a third of. Okay, this will be the expressions of quantity. Okay, focus on the word of. Okay, after the word of, okay, the subject follow the city. Is it in singular form or plural form? Okay, I think you guys are good enough to actually know that city will be singular. If it is a plural, it will change the form of spelling. Okay, the plural form for cities will be cities. Am I right? Okay. So since city is only focusing on one city, so singular, okay, the verb we use is. A third of the city is unemployed. Okay. Number 4. For number 4, we use the expression some of. Okay, some of the pies. Okay, plural. Okay, plural subject, so we use plural verb. Okay, here I can also change it become some of the pie is missing. Okay, I can change the subject and complement it here. Okay, as long as you complement it, it will be it will make your sentence correct. Okay. Okay, so far, thank you Khadijah for your response, and Sylvester, no problem teacher, good. So I think you can follow very well. I try my best to actually simplify my language. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, still, we are focusing on expressions of quantity. But now, again, we have some exception. Okay, exception means something that you can give and take. Okay. Here, when we use the expression of one of, each of, every one of, more than, it takes singular verb. Okay, for these 4 expression, one of, each of, every one of, more than one. Okay, when we use these 4 expressions of quantity, okay, it should take singular verb. Yeah. Okay, this is the rule actually. The grammar rules that we have been using since way before. Okay. The example, one of my friends is here. Okay. One of means that only one. Okay, only one my friend is here. Okay, that's why we use is. Okay. Okay. And another one because we use the word one of. So one of, okay, refer to the rule here. It takes singular verb. So one of singular verb is. Okay. One of singular verb has. Okay. Second example, each of my friends is here. Okay. So I basically use the same example. It's just that I change the expressions of quantity in front. Okay, each of, again, we use each of. Okay, for refer to the rule. After each of, the verb should be in singular form. So that's why we use is again here. Okay, third example, every one of. Okay, every one of, again, it apply the rule for exception and use and take singular verb of is. More than one person is unhappy. More than one person is feeling unhappy. In here, you can say that more than one, but you cannot count. So when you cannot count, it takes singular. It becomes singular. So that's why we use singular verb. Okay. Alright. Okay, we have, okay, let's proceed. Okay, unknowingly, we have reached part 3 of our session. Okay, for part 3, I will focus still on subject-verb agreement, but focusing on the rule or the apply when we use or, either or neither no. Okay, sometimes we have pairing like that. Okay, the first rule of subject-verb agreement using or, either or neither no. Okay, here, two singular subject. Okay, focus. Two singular subject. Connected by or, either or, neither nor, require a singular verb. Okay, again, you might be wondering, why singular verb, teacher? There are two subjects. Okay, if you still remember, okay, or is actually, it is a type, it is one of the conjunction. Okay, or is used to show option. Okay, it's basically or, either or neither nor is used to show option. So basically at the end it will be one or without choice. Okay, we will further look at it later. Okay, but basically or, either or, neither nor, we use it to show options. Okay, if you need to do some revision on conjunction or cohesive devices, you can actually go to my previous video. I have shared a session on linkers and cohesive devices. Okay, I have explained that, so you can always go back and watch it. Okay, so remember, even though there are two singular subject in the sentence, it is connected by or, either or, neither nor, it takes singular verb. Okay, we will see some example. Okay, examples. My aunt or my uncle is arriving by train today. Okay, so my aunt is singular. Okay, my uncle is also singular. Okay, here we use or, and then it followed with the verb of is. Okay, the idea here is what the writer is trying to say here is that it will be the aunt arrives today or the uncle. It is not going to be both of them. Only one of them will be here. Okay, so when you use or, it will be some kind of option or choices, and it equal to one. Only one will come. Okay, it will be, let's wait and see whether the aunt or the uncle arrive. Okay, some option, not both of them, but it is indicating only one will arrive by the train today. Okay, second example, neither Juan nor Carmen is available. Neither nor. Okay, again, the pairing neither nor, as we mentioned earlier, it also takes singular verb. So it means that Juan is not available and Carmen is also not available. So no one is available. When no one is available, there is no pronoun, so we cannot count. When we cannot count, something that is uncountable, we use singular. We consider it as singular subject. So singular subject takes singular noun. As singular noun takes singular subject. Sorry. Okay, next one. Either Kiana, okay, or Casey is helping today with stage decoration. Okay, this one very similar to example number 1. Okay, there will be, at the end of the day, only one of them will help with the stage decoration. It will be Kiana. If it is not Kiana, then Casey will come. Okay, I used to explain to my student that if you use either or equal to 1. Okay, neither nor equal to 0. The result of your the situation. Okay, the result of the situation. If you use either or, at the end of the day, it will come to one subject. And if you use neither nor, it means that no one will do that. Okay. Alright. Okay, the same case with or. It means that the result. Okay. If you use or, either or, the result of the sentence will be having one subject that will be doing the task. Okay. However, if you use neither nor, it will become equal 0. It means that no one will be doing the task. Okay, just like in second example. Okay, neither Juan nor Carmen is available. So it means that none of them can actually cater to the task. Okay. Here, the verb in and or, okay, just now it focus on the subject, two singular subject. Okay, now it focus on the verb. Okay, the verb in or, either or, neither nor agrees with the noun or pronoun closest to it. Okay, the verb in and or, either or neither nor agrees to the noun or pronoun closest to it. Okay, this will be the situation when you have, maybe in a sentence, you have one singular subject and then you have one plural subject. Okay, so when it comes to that, you need to consider which subject is closest to the verb. If singular subject is closest or is closest to the verb, so you use singular verb. And if plural subject is the closest to the verb, it use plural verb. Okay, let's see some example. Okay, example here. Neither the plates, okay, here plates, nor the serving bowl goes on that shelf. Okay, here plates, it indicating plural subject, and then bowl, okay, plates is plural subject because it has s here. Okay, plates, and then bowl, this will be singular subject. Okay, remember just now in the previous slide. Okay, the previous slide here, the verb in and or, either or, neither nor sentence agree with noun or pronoun closest to it. So in the first sentence, okay, the verb will be goes. Okay, the goes here, G-O-E-S, is in singular form. We use singular form of verb because the noun closest to it, which is next to it, will be singular subject. Okay, the same case if you change the arrangement of the subject. Let's say, okay, focus on number 2, example number 2. You put bowl first, okay, singular subject first, and then then followed by plural subject, followed by verb. Okay, here you can see that the verb has changed according to the subject before it. Okay, here for second example, example number 2, the subject go is in plural form because the noun or the subject is in plural form, which is the plates. Okay, I hope you are clear with that. I hope you can understand, you can see why it stated that the verb in or, either or, neither nor sentence agrees to the noun closest to it. Okay, it actually follow the noun that that next to it, that come before it. Okay, that will be for example number 1 and number 2. Okay, example number 3. Either the plates, okay, again I use the same one, the same subject, the plates, or the serving bowl goes on that shelf. Okay, it still apply the same rule here. Okay, plural subject, bowl will be singular subject, so equal to verb singular. Okay, because it's refer to this one, bowl. Okay, either the serving bowl, okay, bowl, now I change the location of it. Okay, I change the subject. Okay, bowl here will be singular subject, or the plates. Now I put plates next to the verb, plural subject. So the verb become verb in plural. Okay, because it complement this one. It complement the noun which stand next to it. Okay, that's why it apply the rule of the verb. Okay, in or, neither, nor, either, or sentence agree to the nouns which is very close to it, very closest to it, which stand next to it. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, however, okay, this will be not an exception. This is where you will find something, or the word, the sentence will be a bit awkward. Okay, this rule could lead, okay, this rule could lead to this odd sentence if I is one of two or more subject. Okay, just now it stated about verb, the verb use referring to the noun closest to it. Okay, however, when there are more than one subject in a sentence and one of it is I, it will create some kind of odd sentence, awkward sentence. I do not say that the sentence is grammatically incorrect. The sentence is correct, but sometimes you tend to think, teacher, this is wrong, teacher. It did not sound good. Okay, it did not sound good is what I'm referring here. It sound weird, but it's actually grammatically correct. Okay, example, neither she, my friend, nor I am going to the festival. Okay, some kind or rather, for most students, you will think that it weird, teacher, weird. Okay, because we have another subject in front. We have another subject before that. Okay, this will be some kind of sharing. Okay, before you say the sentence is weird or awkward or odd, okay, you need to always refer to the rule. Okay, always refer to the rule of always refer to the rule of subject verb agreement. Okay, for this case, the rule stated that the verb in or, either, or, neither, nor agrees to the noun closest to it. So this is actually no problem actually, since the pronoun of I, it takes, we use am. Okay, we cannot use I is or I are here, because this will make things worse. Okay, there is no IEs, there is no IR in English. I am. Okay, that is the rule of it. Okay, you may try to change and put I maybe in front. You can actually change I and put it before she, but I would not say that it is grammatically correct per se, because according to the rule, I should be placed after here. This will be the arrangement. Okay, my friend and I. Okay, my classmate and I. My family and I. Okay, yeah. Okay, now we have come to part 4. Subject-verb agreement, when we use there and here. Okay, for part 4, this will be very easy, very simple, and it will be very quick for part 4. Okay, for part 4, here and there. Okay, the word here and there is used to introduce the idea that something exists in a particular place. You want to give the idea that, oh, okay, it is there. Okay, the pen is there. Okay, the teacher is here. Okay, you want to give the idea that, okay, something is at that place. It exists. Okay, in sentences beginning with here, okay, beginning, right? In sentences beginning with here or there, the true subject followed the verb. Okay? Okay, I think you need to fully focus on this one. Pay attention to this one. Okay. Subject follows the verb. The true subject follows the verb. Good morning, happy sunshine. Okay. In sentence beginning here or there, the true subject follows the verb. Okay, just now, the verb follows the subject. Now it actually, don't panic. I'll explain it. Okay, let's have a look at the example here. Okay, example number 1. There are 4 hurdles to jump. Okay, here, if you notice, there, here is used in the beginning of the sentence. Okay, after that, you need to put the verb. So, if you choose to put plural verb, so the subject followed should be in plural. 4 hurdles. Plural verb. So 4 hurdles will be plural subject. Okay, but if you want to change it, you can just simply put there is, okay, a hurdles to jump. Okay, is, so a hurdles, singular verb, singular subject. Okay, for example, number 1, this applied for plural verb of are. Okay, look at example number 2. There is a height hurdles to jump. Okay, again it used the word there in the beginning of the sentence. Okay, but the difference now, we use the singular verb of is. Okay, if we use singular verb, we need to use singular nouns too. So here, that's why we use a height hurdles. A height hurdles mean there is only one hurdles, only one obstacle to be jumped. Okay, this is basically similar to this one. Okay. This one is verb singular. This one is subject singular. Okay, number 3. For number 3 and number 4, we start the sentence with the word of here. Okay. Here are the keys. Okay. Okay, and then we have keys. Keys, since it has S here, this will be plural subject. Okay, are indicating plural verb. Okay, you cannot put here are the key. Here are the key. Okay, what happened if you write this one? Here are the key. Okay, does the subject and the verb agree, complement each other? No, right? Because, okay, the verb is in plural, but the subject is in singular. It did not match well. It cannot be friend. Okay, plural verb cannot be friend with singular noun, and singular noun also cannot be friend with plural verb. Okay, because of the rule. Okay, singular noun we always be friend with singular verb. The same case with plural subject. Okay, we always be friend with plural verb. Okay, so if you write here are the keys, it will be wrong. Okay. Number 4, here is your car key. Is will be verb singular. Okay, and then look at the word key. Key no S there, so means that it is singular subject. So it complement each other, thus the sentence is correct. Okay, the same case you cannot write. You cannot say here is your car keys. Okay, you cannot say that here is your car keys because it did not complement. Okay, it basically almost similar to this one. Okay, the difference is that, okay, verb singular with plural subject. Okay, it cannot be. Okay, all right. Okay, let's move on. Okay, this will be the note. Okay, some note just for your attention. The word there is, a contraction of there is, leads to bad habit in informal sentences. Okay, I know you use this a lot. Okay. Okay, Nurul Ain, can we write here is the key? Yes, that will be the correct sentence. Okay, here is the key is correct because key is indicating singular. Okay, but if you write here is the keys, that would be wrong. Okay, Nurul Ain? Okay, let's come back here. The note. The word there is actually a contraction of there is. And sometimes it leads to bad habit in informal sentences. So I suggest you never use there is with a plural subject. Example, okay, there is a lot of people here today. Okay, basically, okay, there is a lot of people. Okay, here. People would be plural subject, and there is verb singular. do you think it complement each other? Is will be the verb singular, while people there it indicating plural subject. Is it match? Is it complement? Do you still remember that I said just now? Plural subject did not be found with verb singular. And the same case, singular subject, it will not be found with plural verb. Okay, so here, basically, if you write here, there is a lot of people here today. Actually, it is grammatically incorrect. However, there are lots of students actually. Many of you use this kind of sentence. Okay, because you tend to use this one. There is the contraction. So when you make use of the habit using contraction, there is sometimes you actually commit this kind of mistake. Okay, it's actually grammatically incorrect because the plural, the verb and also the subject did not complement. Okay. All right. Now we are going to part 5. Okay, part 5. Subject verb agreement, collective noun. Okay, let's see what does collective noun means here. Okay, collective noun refers to an entire group of person, animals or things. It includes more than one member. Okay, more than one. Example, family. Okay, family. Okay, family. The word family here. Family stands for parents and children. Okay, we use family to show unit where we have parent and also children. Okay, another collective noun. This will be some example. Okay. Another collective noun will be a pack. A pack contains many wolves. Okay, in a pack, there will be quite a number of wolves. Okay, we use a pack to actually referring to the entire group of wolves. Okay, and then a flotilla is made up of several boats. Okay, we use a flotilla to refer here groups of boats. Okay, this will be some example. Family we use for parents and children. A pack a pack of wolf. I think you heard of that expression before. Okay, a flotilla of boats. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at common collective noun. Okay, for people, we usually use the expression of board, choir, class, committee, family, group, jury, panel, staff. Okay, the staff, the board, the panel, the committee member. Okay, it's all referring to entire group of people. And then for animal, sometimes we use flock, herd, pod, swarm. Okay, and then just now we also have a pack, right? Pack. And we also use the collective noun of school. Okay, school. A school of fish, a school of dolphin, a pack of wolf. Okay, a herd of cow, a swarm of bees. Okay, a flock of bird. Okay, and then for things, we usually use the collective noun of bunch, collection, fleet, flotilla, pack, set, or physical development. Okay, that would be some common collective noun that we use. Okay, when all the members of a collective noun are performing an action as unit, okay, and that's usually the case, we use singular subject. singular verb. Okay, here all member perform as a unit. Okay, all member perform as a unit. It means that everyone or every member of the group are doing the same thing. So we use singular verb. Okay. Okay, all member perform a unit as one. It means that you work as a team, one thing with one goal. Okay, it becomes singular. You use singular verb. Okay, example here. The chamber orchestra often plays at the art center. Okay, chamber orchestra. Okay, orchestra here made up of many musicians. There are many instruments. Okay, there are instruments such as violin, I think. Okay, piano. Okay, but when they are together and they are in an orchestra, and they are performing as one group. So it with one action of performing, so we use singular verb. Verb singular. And then this one, a chamber of orchestra, it's referring to performing as one. As one unit. Okay. Example number 2. A wolf pack hunts as a group. Okay. Or you can write a pack of wolves hunts as a group. Okay, in a pack of wolves there are many, maybe around 10 wolves, but all of the 10 wolves actually doing the same thing, which is hunting for food. They hunt as a group. They did not hunt individually. So here, when they are doing the action as a group, so we use singular verb. Okay, the action of one unit. Okay, number 3. The fleet is anchored in the channel. Okay, the fleet. Okay, the fleet we usually refer to ships or boat. Okay, similar to flotilla. Okay, it referring to several boats or ship, but the boats or the ships, all of the boat and all of the ships or the fleet is actually doing the same thing, which is anchored themselves in the channel. So we use singular verb. They are doing the same thing as a unit, as one. Okay, next example number 4. A bouquet of yellow roses lends color and fragrance to the room. Okay, here you might get confused between a bouquet of or roses. Okay, you might get confused of the subject here. Okay, and however here you need to focus on the word a bouquet of. Okay, a bouquet of yellow roses. Okay, since it is a bouquet, there is only one bouquet of roses. It doesn't matter even though there are hundreds of yellow roses in a bouquet. A bouquet. Okay, listen carefully. I stress the word of a bouquet. A bouquet indicating only one unit. So the verb again singular verb. Okay, last example. A school of dolphins. A school, the expressions of a school usually we use it for fish. Okay, a school of dolphin, a school of fish. Okay, a school of dolphins travel to the colder region. Okay, in a school of dolphin, there will be quite a number of them. Okay, there will be 10 or 20 dolphins travel together. Travel together. It means that they are together doing the same thing of traveling to the colder region. And there is only one group of them. So we use verb in singular form. Okay, I hope you are clear for that, with that. Okay, let's see some other rules. Okay, for collective noun, just now the member act as one unit. Now, if the member of the noun, the collective noun, perform as individuals, okay, so the verb, we change it to become plural verb. Okay, here the members perform as individual. Okay, so we use plural verb. Okay, the differences between the earlier slide will be members perform as one unit. Okay, all 10 wolves perform as one with one goal. But here, the members are doing their own action, are doing their own things. So we use verb plural in plural form. Okay, the group is not acting together as a unit. Okay, the group is not acting as a unit. Okay, they are doing their own different stuff. They did not practice teamwork, I think. Okay, so when they are not doing the same thing in a group, okay, we use plural verb. Okay, example, the flute ensemble are tuning their instruments. Okay, in an ensemble or in orchestra, I told you, they have flute, piano, violins, but here it's only focusing on the flute ensemble. It means that the flute ensemble are doing their own things. They are doing their own activity, which is tuning their instrument. So we use are here. Okay, because they are doing their own things. They are tuning their instruments. So, okay, verb plural. Okay, the same case here. The pack of dogs are running to different direction. Okay, as I told you, the pack of dog or pack of wolf, they might consist of 10 or, but maybe all the 10 of them are actually running to different direction. One goes to the east, okay, another 2 goes to the west, another 5 go to the north, and the rest will be to the south. It means that they are not going to the same direction. The dogs are separated. They are doing their own activity. They are not in a unit anymore. So we use are. Okay, they are going everywhere. Okay, they are not heading toward the same destination, to the same direction. So we use verb plural. Okay, last one. The cast have been practicing their lines. Okay, the cast here maybe referring to the actor or actress. Okay, they are not actually they are not dramatize it, but actually they are practicing their own line. They are doing, or they are memorizing their own scripts. Okay, they are doing their own activity. Okay, they are not actually dramatize their action, their acting. So we use verb plural here. They are memorizing their own dialogues here. You memorize your own dialogue, I will memorize my own dialogue. So let's do our own thing. Do not disturb each other, even though they are in one play. Okay. Okay, here note. Using a plural verb with a collective noun. When you use plural verb with a collective noun, you need to be consistent. Okay, look at example. The staff is deciding how they want to vote. Okay, here Okay, the staff is deciding how they want to vote. Okay, based on the word that I circle, you can see the contradiction. Okay, is and they are not complementing each other, so that's why it become wrong. So if you want to use plural verb, okay, make sure it is complement here with they. Okay, so here the staff are deciding how they want to vote, then it will become okay. And usually to help you to be consistent in writing, if you want to use plural verb here, usually you can add up the word member. The staff members. So it will be clear, it will become clear for you. Members here, S. With S, so it is plural subject. So plural subject, you can straight away follow with plural verb. Okay, and then complement it. Okay, now, okay, the last part. Subject-verb agreement, error correction. Here, we will have a look at 5 sentences. Okay, we will discuss and go to each sentences one by one and try to identify the error of subject-verb agreement there. Okay, please identify and correct all the subject-verb agreement errors. Okay, I have 5 sentences here. One of my friends like to cook Italian food. Okay, that will be the first sentence. Okay, I'll read all 5 first while you can identify it. Okay, number 2, the people who live next door get their mail. Get their mail. 3, there is many reasons to disagree about politics. Number 5, mathematics prepare students for many different careers. And last one, neither Sam nor his friends wants to miss graduation. Okay, there will be only 5. We will do it quickly because we don't really have time. Okay, so basically you can just try to recall the rule that we have discussed earlier on. Okay, and then identify what's wrong with the sentence. Where is the error? Okay, shall we start? Okay, let's go to the first sentence. Okay, hello is Warai. Okay, the first sentence. One of my friends like to cook Italian food. Okay, what's wrong with this one? What's wrong with this one? Okay, focusing on here. One of. Okay, still remember what is the rule of using one of? If we use one of, okay, ski type. Number 1, like. Number 2, live. Number 3, are. Okay, ski type. Okay, you give the answer of like. Okay, let's go. Okay, good. Actually, yes, you are on the right track. Ski type. Okay, here it focus on this one. One of. Okay, if it is one of, it takes singular verb. So the errors is here. Okay, the errors is with the word like. So the singular form for verb of like will be the singular form. Okay, you need to change the word like to become singular form. This one is in verb plural. Okay, you need to change it to become verb singular. That will be the answer. Okay, number 2. The people who live next door get their email. Okay, the people. Okay, the people here as I mentioned earlier, the people, it will be plural subject. Okay, I give you the clue already. The people, the plural subject. So can you identify the error of second sentence? On Nick. Yes, correct, on Nick. For number 1, the answer is likes. Okay, focus on number 2. The number 2, the people will be the plural subject. Okay, who? Okay, yes. See here. Good. You can actually see the contradiction here. The people who, okay, live, lives, will be the verb singular. Verb singular and plural subject did not complement each other, so you need to change the verb. Okay, change the verb from verb singular to verb plural. Lives become live, L-I-V-E. Okay, yes, Khadijah and Ong Nick. Okay, number 3. There is many reason. Okay, I think we have recently discussed this about the usage of there and here, and then the verb followed. The noun should complement the verb. Okay, here, look at here, it used the verb of is, and it contradict with reason. Okay, so if you want to use the subject of reason, you need to modify this. Okay, yes, good. No, Khadijah, good. Yes, when you want to use reason, you need to change the verb of there is, because in the rule of there and here, the verb follow the subject. So is, you change it into here. There are many reasons. Okay, good. Well done. Okay, only it is not reason, because when we change there are, we can retain the reasons. There are many reasons. Okay. Number 4. Mathematics prepares students for many different careers. Okay. Here, mathematics. Focus on the word mathematics. The subject will be the mathematics. Okay. You might confuse mathematics as, so it might be plural. Okay. However, mathematics is the proper noun for subject. Okay, here mathematics is singular subject. So singular subject. Okay, does it complement the verb prepare? Singular subject and then prepare here. It did not complement each other. It did not suit well. It did not work well. So, for singular subject, okay, you need to modify the verb here. Okay, how to change the verb prepare to become singular? Okay. Okay, here you can use mathematics. Okay, okay, only good try. Prepared, but prepared will be in past tense. Okay, if we are talking about past tense, your answer is correct. But here we are still using present tense. Okay, we are still using present tense. So for present tense, prepare without prepare will be the plural verb. So if we want to make it become singular verb, we plus s, so it become prepares. Mathematics prepares student for many different careers. Okay, last one. Neither Sam nor his friends want to miss graduation. Okay, here apply the rule of, okay, recall applying the rule of neither nor when there is singular subject and also plural subject with the verb here. Okay, yes, room for number 4 prepares. Okay, skitai, wants. Khadijah, don't be so surprised there. Okay, neither Sam nor his friends wants to miss graduation. Okay, this one apply the rule of neither, the use of verb in or, neither nor or either or. The verb agrees to the noun closest to it. Okay, still remember this one? We just recently, I think it will be in part 4 if I'm not mistaken. Okay, it's actually saying that here the verb here should be relevant, should complement the subject next to it, the subject that is beside it. So here the subject which is the closest to the verb is his friends. Okay, his friend is plural, so we need to change the verb here, the verb wants, to become singular. So the singular form of wants is want. Okay, skitai, yes, you got it correct. Okay, good. So, okay, let's check the answer. Okay, let's check the answer here. Alright, okay, this will be the answer. Okay, for number 1, the keyword one of and the error is like. So, you need to change the verb like to become likes. And it become correct sentence. Okay, number 2. Okay, the keyword will be people. People will be plural. Okay, remember that. People, the word people is plural. So, and the error is lives. So, you modify the verb, the error of verb here, and change it into plural verb, live without s, and it become a correct sentence. Yes, Khadijah. Number 5 wants. Okay, good. And number 3. There is many reason. Okay, is and reason. It did not complement. So, okay, reason should actually influence this one. So, is, we change it into are, and thus making the sentence correct. Number 4. Mathematics prepares students for many different careers. Okay, here mathematics is referring to one, singular. So, the error is prepare. We change it into singular verb of prepares. And there you have correct sentence. Okay, last one. Neither Sam nor his friends wants to miss graduation. Okay, the closest one, nor his friends. Okay, wants. Okay, the noun, plural noun, is the closest one to the verb. So the verb should be changed into singular verb. For plural verb here. Wants here will be verb singular. Then want, verb plural. Okay, there you have. Alright. Okay, that will be all for our exercise, and I think you guys done well. Okay, it means that you really understand what we are having today. Yes, good job everyone. Okay, so before I end my session, I would like to give credit for the source where I refer or where I take the material from. Okay, the first one I refer to, actually it is a grammar book, Understanding and Using English Grammar by Betty Schramford Ezra. I have been using this since way before, during my school years or even in my university years. I love this book. Okay, and I also search online. Okay, this will be my favorite. Okay, the grammarbook.com, and this one, yes, it's okay. And then, but I really love to go to monster.com. Okay, this will be the online source where you can get your grammar revision from. Okay. Okay, so if there are no any question, let's call it a day, and I will see you guys again in our next session. Thank you very much for your great active participation, and looking forward to see you guys again in our next session. So with that, thank you for listening and watching. But before I really end the session, I would like to remind you, please feel free to actually like, subscribe and share our channel so that you can spread the knowledge to other people around Malaysia. Okay, good knowledge should be meant to be shared. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum.